What's up, guys? If you love photography and filmmaking as much as I do, then you probably spent your weekend at the Photo Today Expo at Palace Grounds right here in Nandiland, Bangalore. It just wrapped up its massive 3-day run from June 12th to 14th, and honestly, it was absolute gear heaven. Over 150 exhibitors, 300 plus brands, and some of the coolest new mirrorless setups, cinema rigs, and studio lighting I've seen all year. If you missed it, don't worry. I'm breaking down the biggest highlights right now. If you are making YouTube videos, especially cinematic travel content, vlogs, or reels/shorts, the Sony Cinema Line FX series is one of the best ecosystems to talk about. These cameras are specifically designed for filmmakers, discarding traditional photo features to focus entirely on video workflow. Sony's latest lineup is breaking boundaries by embedding dedicated AI processing units across their gear to deliver unmatched subject tracking for creators. On the camera front, the massive 66.8 megapixel A7R6 and the highly anticipated A7V dominate the scene, utilizing next generation partially stacked sensors that dramatically reduce rolling shutter while pushing 10-bit 4 to 2 to 2 cinematic video performance to new heights. Complementing these bodies is a groundbreaking generation of glass, headlined by the historic FE28 to 70mm f2G Master and the FE50 to 150mm f2G Master. Two incredibly bright zoom lenses that deliver the creamy, ultra shallow depth of field of prime lenses while offering the versatile flexibility needed for elite, fast paced filmmaking. And here is the best part. If you brought your own gear along, Sony was running a completely free service camp right at their booth. They were doing complimentary camera body and lens cleaning, professional image sensor cleaning, and even updating firmware on the spot. It was basically a free wellness check for your gear, which by itself made the trip to Palace Grounds totally worth it. Now, if you want to move away from the hyper technical Sony ecosystem and focus on pure creative vibes, you have to talk about Fujifilm. They've been dominating the creator space because of their film simulations, giving you gorgeous cinematic colors straight out of the camera without needing to spend hours color grading. Their latest gear, like the XT50 with its dedicated physical film dial and the viral X106, pack a massive 40 megapixel punch with incredible stabilization. It's the ultimate system for creators who want their gear to look vintage but perform like a modern powerhouse.
ಹೌದು F2 ಇದೆ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ F1 ಇದೆ F1 48,999 ಇದೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ 145 ಬರ್ಬೋದು 45 88
Now, if you think film is dead, think again. Fujifilm's Instax ecosystem has absolutely exploded. And it's not just for casual party snapshots anymore. They just dropped the Instax Mini Evo Cinema, which is a literal dream tool for social media creators. It lets you shoot 15-second video clips with vintage era style effects. And when you print the photo, it generates a custom QR code right on the physical film. Your viewers can literally scan your printed photo to watch the video on their phones. Whether you want a hybrid video printer like the Evo Cinema, or a massive analog landscape tool like the Wide 400, Instax is turning physical prints into a massive digital content trend.
Black and white color.
Memory card.
Memory card.
ನನಗೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಎಫ್ಟಿ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ನ ಇಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ.
If you've been looking to upgrade your gear setup lately, you've probably noticed that one legendary camera brand is absolutely killing the game right now. I'm talking about Nikon. For decades, Nikon was the king of the DSLR era with their legendary F-mount system. But flash forward to today, and their Z-mount mirrorless lineup is arguably the most exciting ecosystem on the market. From budget vlogging setups to powerhouse setups. Nikon completely overhauled their entry-level full-frame line. They tossed out the old sluggish sensor and blessed the Z5 Mark II with a razor-sharp 24.5 megapixel back-illuminated full-frame sensor paired with that same powerhouse EXP7 engine. Most people forget that Nikon doesn't just dominate camera sensors. They have been master opticians crafting elite, world-class glass for field optics since 1970. If you are a wildlife stalker, a bird watcher, an astrophotographer, or just love getting front row seats at a massive concert or stadium match, you need to see what Nikon is cooking in their binoculars range.
All photos, every photo is sharp enough. Isn't it? Yes. Just hold this lens in your hands and read it is 540 groundbreaking technology. Accurate post. Normally, still this is available in 22. This is not a very high-end camera audience story. Which camera model is this? It is Alpha 7 Mark III. Yes. So which one is this? It is Alpha 7 Mark III. A very basic version. Probably now no more bits. The lens. The lens can make sure your subjects remain in focus. So this lens is priced at 82,000. We have fabulous. So comfortable to class. It is a very good market lens to take your work progress.
Alright creators, let's pivot to a section of the display that didn't have a massive crowd around it. And honestly, that's probably because these pieces of glass are absolute premium investments. I'm talking about Sigma's top-of-the-line lenses TNT1. Alright squad, we talked about the ultra premium Sigma glass that costs a pretty rupee. But what if you want incredible fast glass that completely disrupts the budget market? Let's talk about Meike. For years, Meike was mostly known for cheap manual lenses and battery grips. But recently, they have completely pivoted into making high-performance autofocus STM mirrorless lenses that are shaking up the industry. They are aggressively dropping ultra-sharp glass for Sony E, Fujifilm X, and Nikon Z mounts at prices that make you do a double take. And speaking of new drops, they just made a massive splash with their highly anticipated 56mm f by 1.7 Air and 55mm f by
This newly
1.84
launched, na?
nines. Let's break down why this budget brand is suddenly on everyone's
Almost
radar.
1 month before.
Tamron has completely revolutionized the mirrorless market with its groundbreaking high aperture zoom lenses like the legendary 35 to 150mm f2.8V XT, which effectively replaces multiple fast prime lenses in a single body. While these innovative optics deliver unmatched creative versatility, spectacular low light performance, and razor sharp center resolution, they are undeniably heavy, substantial pieces of engineering that add significant weight to your camera bag. Carrying a lens that weighs well over a kilogram can cause wrist fatigue during long wedding or event shoots. But for many professional creators, trading physical weight for the ability to shoot at bright f by 2 aperture without ever swapping a lens on the fly is a compromise well worth making.
Alright, family, that is a wrap on our massive camera and lens breakdown. But before I let you go, check out the rest of this incredible display booth right here. We've got the ultimate lineup of essential accessories and supporting gear to level up your production. We're talking high speed Lexa memory cards and rugged external storage drives to keep your files secure, premium printing stations for turning your digital images into physical masterpieces, and advanced data recovery software to save your life if a file ever gets corrupted. If you are a professional, they even have complete wedding solutions laid out, alongside high end wireless broadcast gear for live streaming and a dedicated second-hand slash refurbished solutions corner to grab elite gear at a massive discount. There is so much cool tech left on this table, so I am going to step out of the frame and let you watch the rest of this balanced video to soak it all in. Thank you so much for watching my channel today. If you liked this deep dive and found it helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. Enjoy the rest of the footage, and I will catch you creators in the next video. Peace.
This small is again 200. ये वाला चाहिए? वो नहीं, ये ट्राइपॉड। ट्राइपॉड आपको देखो।
Again, I am touching flower to bright space. It is taking focus transition in 4 seconds. Again, look at this. I am not going in vertically. This kind of focus pulling you can do with this lens by yourself. Yes. So, what is that? If you are serious about it, you do outdoor photography, portrait photography.
ಏನ್ರಿ
ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಡ್ರ್ಯಾಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡ್ರ್ಯಾಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನನ್ನ ಟೈಮ್ನ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಫೋಟೋಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಫೋಟೋಸ್ ನಾನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀನಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಫೋಟೋಸ್ ನಾನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀನಿ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡ್ರ್ಯಾಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನನ್ನ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮುಗೀತು. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ರೀಲ್ಸ್ ರೆಡಿ.
Sing, shake your body, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ರಂಗು ಅಂಗಲುಂಗಿ ಕುಂಗುರಿ ಬೇಕು ಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿರಿ ಅಪ್ಪು ಡಪ್ಪು ಠಮರುಗ ಹಾಟು ಬೀಟು ಟಗಟಗ ಜಲ್ ಫುಲ್ ಥೋಡ್ ಫುಲ್. I have no only. Thank you. 65, 70, 65, 70.